Hi, I'm Michael. I'm with Create with Consciousness. And I just wanted to take a minute and talk about what if there really is a consciousness, an intelligence, a source, a God that is truly expressing itself as all life. So that means you, myself, all of us are expressions of this consciousness. I'm calling it this God consciousness, but consciousness meaning alive, awake, intelligence, responsive, present in all things, being all things. And so, what if that's true and we think about sayings like, it's done unto me according to how I believe, or what I give, I receive. And when I think about that, and I think about this consciousness expressing, and in my book, Manifest a Better Life, I talk about consciousness expressing in the sense of like being at the beach and you're looking at the ocean and there's all these waves and there's like millions of waves and they're all different expressions, right? They're all different. Each wave is a little different. But there's one ocean expressing itself as all these waves, and there's one conscious expressing itself as all of us. And this consciousness, again, being alive and awake and intelligent, what if it really is responding to me according to what I believe? Whether I have chosen to believe it awarely or unawarely, consciously or unconsciously, it's really responding to what I have come to believe. And so if I believe life is hard, if I believe I'm going to be lonely, if I believe I'm really not smart enough, I'm not good enough, and all those have been personal beliefs I've struggled with through in my life, and have worked to inwardly shift and change. And what I've found is as I have shifted my beliefs, my life has improved, the conditions in my life improve, and that it really seems to be true that this consciousness is responding to me, but it really is responding to me at the level of what I believe. And so it makes me think of, well, so on a day to day, in a consistent way, what am I putting forth into this consciousness? What belief of me am I making sure I'm consistently putting out there and putting forth into this consciousness? Think of it as a gift that you're giving to this consciousness, and you're going to receive according to. You're not going to see necessarily sometimes beyond it, but you're going to see kind of an equivalent of. And so when I believed I was just going to be lonely always, I was. And when I started to shift that belief of that there's closeness and I have closeness and I have value, and I have worth and I have something to offer, and started to believe in relationships and that I could have a partner, all those began to shift, and my motivation shifted and my inspiration to do different things shifted, all according to that belief. And so I ask you to just genuinely think about, well, what am I putting forth about me? What are you putting forth about you? What are you putting forth about life? What are you putting forth about others? Because just what if it's really true that what I do believe is done according to me, and what I give, I receive? So let's make sure to me that I'm giving the best version of me to this consciousness so that I can receive that. I'm giving the best version of life that I can think of and feel so that I can receive that. I'm giving the best thoughts and feelings of others that I can think forth and believe about so that I can receive that in my life. And when I've worked with individuals and I've worked with groups either through my life coaching and counseling practice or through training courses I've put on, it, I've watched it work in my life and I've watched it work in their life. That as we change our belief and as we change our consciousness, then the consciousness that we are, the source of us, the truth of us, the divine of us, really responds accordingly. But we do sort of limit our inherent truth, our inherent God nature, that divine self, when we have limiting beliefs that we're putting forth in consciousness. So it's worth thinking about, and it's worth taking the effort and the time to, what is the best version of me? What is the best belief I could hold about me, life, others? And then let me do the inner work to really embody that belief, and let me put that forth into consciousness. And then let me watch my life change and manifest and be even better. Think about it. Thanks.